Yo, we back once again with the True Hip Hop Podcast. It's your boy DJ Blaze.
And that guy again,
Wolverine, and we back for episode
534. Oh!
Yo, dog, we want some more. But before we get started, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel.
Right now.
Like, comment, and share.
Right now.
It helps your boy out tremendously on the algorithm. Me and Wolf appreciate all the love y'all been giving us.
Love and respect.
But y'all cats ain't been subscribing, so
hit that bell. Bing!
And make sure it's all notifications. Y'all heard me? Alright, man. We just finished dive into these YouTube streets, man. Yesterday in Brooklyn news, a flashy juror. A flashy pastor juror convicted Monday in federal court of using a parishioner's retirement savings and trying to extort a businessman while taunting he had connections to the New York City mayor. Lamar Whitehead, nicknamed the Bling Pastor, is a pastor at the Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries. He was found guilty of 5 counts, including wire fraud, attempted extortion, and making false statements to the FBI. The conviction are from 3 separate schemes. Whitehead, known for his Louis Vuitton suits and extravagant jewelry, also made headlines in 2022 after he said he and his wife were robbed for $1 million worth of jewelry at their church. As the unanimous jury found Lamar Whitehead abused the trust placed in him by a parishioner, tried to obtain a fraudulent loan using fake bank records, bullying a businessman for $5,000, tried to defraud him out of far more than that, and then lied to the federal agent's U.S. Attorney, Southern District, New York Court. Damon Williams said in a news release, Whitehead lied in a criminal conduct have caught up with him as he now stands convicted of 5 federal crimes and faces time in prison, Williams said. Prosecutors said that Whitehead defrauded one of his parishioners by convincing her to invest $90,000 of her retirement savings with him, according to the indictment. The document said Whitehead would help her buy a home and invest the money, but he used it on luxury goods and personal expenses instead, and he was sentenced to 45 years in prison.
Whoa. You remind me of Nino Brown. The operation is bigger than me. It's the mayor.
Eric Moore. It's the mayor.
That dude is something else.
Hey,
it was only a matter of time he go down, bro.
That's what he did.
Yeah, I mean, he on there, Louis, and he definitely did not have $1 million worth of jewelry on. I mean,
when he set up that robbery,
he couldn't have $1 million worth of jewelry on. I mean, even that Rolex watch, we said the Rolex was what, $30,000.
He said it was $1 million.
Right, he said the total of $1 million. Right, that means the Rolex was what, 100. Then you still got 9 more $100,000 to add up.
He added up the necklaces.
But them was all what, $200,000-$300,000 necklaces. Then his wife was another $100,000 necklace.
That wasn't more than about
then his earrings $100,000.
But you know that's what he gonna claim. He lying.
But I'm saying
he lied the whole
there's
time.
no way that he can be. See, that's why I said it was a joke, because there's no way that you even have $1 million worth of jewelry on you. All that fake stuff that these cats be talking. Oh, y'all paid $90. Man, that stuff ain't costing no $90,000.
But that's what he gonna tell the insurance company.
Man.
But what it got him cooked is when he took that $90,000 from that old lady, and said he was gonna get her a house, and he took that $90,000 and put it on his $4.5 million mansion.
No, he went to the Louis store with that $90,000.
No, they said he bought a mansion with it, went to the Louis store with it, bought the Rolls Royce with it, and then he accidentally sent her son an email. That's how he got booked.
Oh yeah, I'll accept that deal. I got this. I know he was looking at him like, hold on, man. You spending all my mama money.
Yeah, he said you could have paid her back with all this money you spent, man. Because he was like, oh, that was a donation from your mom.
A donation of $90,000. And she ain't got no money. And she got a son. Like, who gonna donate you $90,000? And I see if the communication between her and her son wasn't good or something.
Right.
But her son actually introduced her to him.
Right.
So she had a lot of belief in her son.
Right. And she believed in the pastor.
And believed in the pastor through her son.
Right.
So if she got $90,000, I'm quite sure she'd rather give her son the $90,000 instead of a donation.
But he told them that he was going to get them a house because her credit was messed up. And he lied. And he took it and put it on a $4.5 million house. You know?
Like, $90,000 and you still, your credit ain't going to, depends on where you're trying to live. Now, if you trying Brooklyn is pretty expensive, but $90,000 still should have got you a nice little spot.
Nah, not in Brooklyn.
As a down payment.
Yeah.
As a down payment, that means even if you put a down payment on a $500,000 house.
But she couldn't do it, and she trusted him to do it. How he doing it? Like, they was like, where you getting your money from, bro? Like, real estate. Now, do you make that type? You a real estate guy? Do you make that type of money doing real estate?
Not in that time. Not in that time period.
You make $1 million?
Nah, you're not in that time.
No, it's right now. He said he made it last year.
Right, you can't. You have to do. Well, you can
in Brooklyn
if you got high end property. You got high-end property and your profit margin. But if your profit margin, that means your profit margin is at least about
he ain't buying no
$50,000, $100,000 a flip. You know, you can, but
he buying his self houses. He ain't flipping nothing. He didn't even want to tell his LLC, man, to the dude.
Well, it's public. Well, yeah, because it's public record about how much property. Like they can look it up. They can look up my company and see all the property that's listed under my company.
Yeah, but he didn't want to say the name.
He didn't want to say the name because he said, unless he have investments and endorsements, but he lost a lot of those just even with the allegations. So he tried to throw the mayor under the bus. Yeah. Period.
Yeah, because of that Brandon dude. He was extorting that Brandon dude, and he was like acting like him and the mayor was close and they was in business together, but he was just mentoring him. But he telling dude, I'm fucking with the mayor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I got
getting money
to the
and
boss.
shit.
You give me a couple dollars, I'll holler at him.
He said $5,000 every time they met. He was getting $5,000 from him. And he didn't never do nothing for him.
Well, I think he only extorted him out of $5,000, but he had requested $500,000.
Yeah, he kept getting money from him. He did. He asked for $500,000.
Yeah, but I'm saying I wonder how many times did he pay him $5,000?
Probably a lot, because he thought he was gonna fuck with the mayor. Like, oh, you gotta donate.
But the indictment is only for one $5,000. They keep saying it just for one time. So maybe he did give him that first $5,000, and he didn't never.
But by him doing that,
then he pretty much tried to.
He told the FBI that the mayor was trying to do it. That's what fucked it all up.
Yeah.
And dummy right here fucked his own self up trying to extort a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
And then use like he's Italian mob or something.
He thought he was
got city resources, so I'm gonna go ahead and extort everybody.
Right. He sure was. He has 5 charges?
Yeah.
Extortion, schemes, all types of stuff he was charged with. You think he deserved 45 years?
I think that's a little harsh on time, but I think he deserves something.
Yeah.
I think that, but 48 years, that's a lot to, but he have a history of it. See, that what screws him up. He have a history of it.
And they don't play in New York.
Yeah, they have a history of that. And it's the wrong time, like with the Donald Trump and everything, they really like targeting down all blue collar.
Anybody that call themselves doing something, like not even blue collar, rich motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They going after the rich. Oh, you a rich nigga?
Oh yeah.
Where you
wearing Louis? You at the courthouse? You doing interviews in Fendi? And like, dude, like when you gonna put back on a suit and put on a robe? It would have been more. He's not even sympathetic. He's not even sympathetic of taking that $90,000. That's what I'm like.
He's a crook, man.
You extorted this lady out of $90,000.
He was a crooked pastor.
Yeah.
Like he calling people the devil. He's the devil. Like they said in the end of the days there'll be false prophets, and he was definitely a false prophet. Like, he actually had motherfucking 15 people come.
Yeah. And then he snatched up that lady
in the church.
Man, he snatched that lady up. As soon as she walked past him, he got something. The spirit went over that dude. The devil came out. He get her out of here. Like,
yeah.
Didn't you hear that his story, his reasoning?
Yeah. What he say?
He said that she said was approaching his wife and daughter, saying that you a lie, you a lie. It's like, okay,
like,
but that wasn't even true. If you see the other view of the footage.
Like, that was a lie. He lied about that.
He just grabbed her
on camera.
and then he said, "Well, she came up to it's only for the deans and the bishops,
bro.
but he invited her up there." He kept saying, "Come on up here, come on up here. I want to make you famous." That's what he said verbatim.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she got close and walked past him, he grabbed her from the back of the neck, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he get an assault case or not, or at least she sue. For, take some. By the time
they done with him, he ain't gonna have no more money, bro.
He don't have no money now.
It's over.
It's over.
It's right.
He gotta get it. He gonna have restitution for that 90,000. He gonna have restitution for that 90,000. He gonna have restitution for that 5,000.
He gotta pay all that back.
He gonna
While
be
he
broke.
in prison.
And lawyer fee. His lawyer looked like she was on something though.
Like she was on meth.
Man,
she had on a mink coat. She looked like a prostitute. His lawyer looked like an old school prostitute.
Both of them didn't look professional.
Like, he had on a hoodie.
They didn't look professional. How you going to court with a hoodie on, but you a pastor? Like, dude, like, I would have been real skeptical. Like, hold on.
Yeah,
bro.
you should have been suited up.
Man,
you
come to church. You come to the.
He was in a suit in his Rolls Royce when they went to his house. He was sitting in a suit when the news reporter was interviewing him.
It don't, man, that's crazy. Like, you don't even go to court dressed as a professional, but you're not even in a pulpit as a professional. Like, dude, you got a $20,000 to $30,000 Rolex on your wrist. Even if it probably wasn't that much, but
he had a Rolex.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was $20,000 or $30,000. I mean,
it probably was. He had everybody money. Shit, he had millions of fucking dollars.
He didn't have millions. He had.
How he had? They did say he had millions. How he get a $4 million house?
No, he had a down payment for a $4.5 million house.
He probably had I know he had.
He probably had $1 million. He probably was just close to $1 million. I don't see him.
In New York, he probably had at least have $2 million.
Well, and then I'm thinking like
all them cars.
Now you don't have to put down 50% of that as a down payment.
I would think in New York in 2024,
still, even if you get
to have all that shit, you at least have to have $1 million fucking dollars.
Well, he was using the $90,000 to pay his car note.
But they got to see you got more money to cover that shit, man.
Well, it depends on what kind of.
You seen that mansion? It was
but I'm saying
it
depends on how his documentation on his tax work. Those is documentation.
Yeah, then you gotta show that you can afford this motherfucker.
Right.
So you gotta have some millions. $4.5 million house. You ain't in no $1,000.
Unless he fabricated those documents to get the loans.
Well, I wouldn't put it past him. But.
You know, he is a scheming artist, so he could have fabricated the documents to get the loan.
All right, man. Let us know what y'all think, man, about this hip hop pastor getting 45 years.
Dr. Ching Ching
for all these schemes that he did, stealing $90,000 from old ladies, setting up robberies of him getting robbed,
insurance fraud, and
trying to scheme with.
Did they ever? So did they during the indictment? They never said nothing about the insurance thing. Is that a separate case?
No, it was in there. It said 5 different charges. That was part of the charges. That's why he got so much time.
Insurance fraud?
Yeah, it's fraud in there. Yeah.
I thought it was fraud by the dude making that extortion.
All right, man. Want to give a birthday shout out to Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq. All right, these are the first one to introduce Peter Guns to the game.
Yeah, the first basketball rapper.
And label. It had the first.
He's actually a good rapper as a basketball. But everybody else tried it, was trashed.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Webber, Kobe Bryant.
Chris Webber made a beat for Tupac.
Yeah, but his raps wasn't shit.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. He was
I'm
a
saying he
Detroit
was no
cat.
Shaq. Shaq Diesel who can actually spit. You know what I'm saying? Shaq can actually spit and had a good album. You know, as a basketball
He
player.
had a lot of features on his album.
Nah, not that first one. Outstanding, and he had a lot of good songs on there. I was so
Shaq made
shocked.
what, 3 albums?
Yeah, about 3.
3 albums.
Yeah. But shout out to Shaq, man.
Happy birthday, yo.
Make sure y'all stream Alpha King 3. Ride the music on all platforms: Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, Amazon, all the streaming sites. When you got any shout outs?
Shout out to When You Need It.
When you need it, company. Grind to the channel.
Right now.
We out of here. One love.
Peace.